Hello and welcome to St Patrick's Park in Tampo, home of Tampo Maguire's GAA. We're here today to preview the Tampo Townlands Sevens competition, which is taking place on St Stephen's Day. The Tampo village is of course represented by the Edenmore Gales team this year, and we're delighted to say we're joined by Edenmore Gales player Phil Flanagan. Phil, it's great to have you with us, and Kunis a tattoo and what took away.
Níl Caller, Niall agus tú hain.
It's great, Phil, that's great.
Fáilte road, Niall agus fáilte road of a leg on Park Nave Podrick in you, Sonumpu Jashel, Balya Chumpu Magither.
That's great, Phil. Well, thanks for coming along, Phil. And first, I suppose, just to find out how your preparations coming along for Edenmore Gales, and he's ready for the big day.
Well, Niall, the first thing I want to say is this is the most important press conference I will deliver in my life.
Okay.
You know, that's how serious the people of Edenmore are taking this competition.
There you go.
I've been mandated to come here on their behalf,
yep,
to outline how important we're taking this competition.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to say is, you know, we're absolutely disgusted that we've been stripped of home advantage.
Right,
you know,
right.
This is St Patrick's Park. It's the home of Tampo Maguire's in the townland of Edenmore. We've been robbed of it.
Yeah.
And the competition's now been moved to Lisson,
yeah,
at the far end of the parish.
Yeah.
And that decision's obviously been taken to give an advantage to other townlands that are closer there. Now we have to travel a huge distance to access the facilities,
yeah,
and we're further away than we used to be for our home advantage.
Yeah, well that's an early blow ahead of the competition, Phil, I suppose. And looking ahead yourself, I hear you've been training very hard personally. You've been spotted up doing sprints in Stormont Hill. And as well as that, you've been working hard cutting that 8-foot high grass outside your front door. You must be flying fit.
Well, that's it. There's not as much grass to cut up at Stormont, but there's a bit of a hill.
Yeah.
But we have our own hill in Tampo here.
Yeah.
We run up and down Edenmore Hill in the dark, even though all the streetlights are broke,
yeah,
and Danny Kennedy won't fix them.
Yeah.
We're still running up and down here in the dark, me and Niall McCusker, and a couple of the Ingrams,
right,
and Father Halton, John Noble.
Right.
And after that we then go down and tend the grass. You know, so there's a huge intensive training going on.
Right,
I don't know what the conditions are like in Lisson, and
yeah,
I'm sure somebody's kept that grass under control, but if it needs cut before match day, we'll go and sort it out too.
That's good. You're the man for the job then. I suppose you play most of your football at 14, the full forward position. You're known around Tampo as the bear in the square, okay? And I suppose you know you've played some good football there over the last couple of years, but I'm led to believe maybe you're going to be playing more of a withdrawn role in the sevens, more of a roaming role for Edenmore Gales.
Well, I'll play wherever the team needs me. You know, I remember this time last year, I started off in the corner forward position, and after 30 seconds of running, I had to get sick and get into goals.
Yeah.
That wasn't because I was overindulging on Christmas night. It was due to a level of unfitness that was never seen before.
Okay.
But I think the Gales this year have committed, and we're all in a much better shape, and I think our fitness levels come St Stephen's Day will be a lot better, and we'll all be fit to play in any position for the full duration of the competition. Very good,
very good. But obviously now, ahead of the competition, some of the other teams, you know, have been giving Edenmore Gales a lot of flack. Been calling this the tiny team, okay? Saying he's a bit of a soft underbelly, and maybe when he's been found wanting when the going gets tough. What's you and your team's reaction to that, Phil?
Well, I think that's standard enough, you know, for rural dwellers to pick on the townies. You know, I'm traditionally a country man myself. I would tend to pick on the townies, but I think being disparaging towards our brethren that live in the town is unfair and it's uncalled for. You know, there's a number of very hard people live in this town that I wouldn't like to mess with.
Right.
You know, I definitely wouldn't like to meet them in a dark alley.
Are they on your team?
Well, they're certainly in our team.
Okay.
You know, we have a couple of impressive people come to play in our team, the likes of which have never graced a football field like Lisson before.
Right.
You know, and I don't think Lisson's going to be capable of it.
Right.
There's going to have to be some serious changes made to Lisson to deal with the people we're bringing.
Right.
Hard men. They're going to show the country people around Tampo how to play football and how to carry yourself off in a football game.
There you have it. Okay. Well, looking ahead, I suppose if you yourselves aren't to win the Townland Sevens, who could you see as possible winners this year?
Well, it's a wide open competition, but if people stick to the rules,
yes,
you know, it'll be a lot easier to call. But the problem is there's ringers being drafted in from everywhere. You don't know who's going to play for what team.
Is there any particular teams that are doing this? Or?
Well, they're all at it.
They're all at it.
But the most blatant one is Conor McNally's own team. You know, right. Conor McNally's own team have somehow managed to procure Thomas Campbell to play for them.
Right.
But I've brought the Tampo bylaws with me. You know,
right.
Tampo bylaws here,
right,
and I'm going to open it up here. Section 4, subsection 11,
okay,
clearly states that a player must play for the townland in which he resides.
Right.
And to qualify, you have to be living in the townland for 3 months.
Right.
Now, it's quite clear, all of us, that Thomas Campbell lives in the townland of Edenmore. So I think it's unfair that he doesn't line out for Edenmore. We want Thomas Campbell. Thomas, we want you. Come and join our team. Join the winning team. Quit playing for them old Conor McNally's and all the Keenans. You've nothing to offer them. Come and play for us. We'll take you. Fulfil the rules. And that's the way it's going to be.
There you go, Thomas. There you go. Well, we'll move on now, Phil, to maybe a few quick fire questions, okay? First one being, your favourite memory playing for Tampo?
Well, I'm fairly new to the whole Tempo scene.
Yeah.
About 9 months ago, I transferred, and there was a huge media scrum on Tempo for that night too.
There was,
Couldn't get moving down the town with media interested. This superstar had joined Tempo,
Yeah.
and when I opened the door, they thought maybe he was hiding behind me.
Right.
So my favourite memory of playing for Tempo was relatively recent, and most of my career has been on the bench.
Right.
And John Mackley actually prefers the far bench, not the near one.
All right, yeah, he does.
So it was down in the far bench one day, and we were playing a junior match against Derry Gunley.
Right.
And a certain Porrick McGurn was playing for Derry Gunley,
Okay.
and the rabbit foil just completely melted him.
Right.
He ended up lying in his hole on the ground, and everybody laughed.
Right.
And some smart aleck on the bench, who I won't name, said, I suppose we'll not read that in the impartial reporter.
Right.
But within 2 minutes, the rabbit was over, roaring in agony.
Right.
And John McElroy went, I can't deal with that, I can't deal with dislocated fingers. He sprinted off quicker than I've ever seen a man run off the corner flag.
Right.
So Liam Keenan, our resident physio, was drafted forward to try and sort out the rabbit.
Yeah.
So Liam Keenan was pulling at his finger here, and the rabbit was, Liam, not that finger, the other one! So that's my best memory of playing for Tempo, even though it was involved in a substitute and supporter role.
Well, it's a good one. It's a good one. Next one. Your favourite ever Devonish player, Phil?
Hard to know. Huge number of impressive Devonish players, an awful lot of them before my time.
Yeah.
But I suppose in terms of watching somebody, I think Terry O'Flanagan's as graceful as a player that I've ever seen in my whole days. You know, John and Terry are two different types of footballers. I think.
Yeah.
I think John has the strength and the power, and I think Terry has the agility and the finesse. That they both play well together, but I think Terry's my favourite ever player I've ever seen from a Devonish.
Very good. Your best excuse for missing training?
I don't miss training, Niall.
That's true.
That's a terrible slander. How dare I?
Yeah, very right.
But I did miss one Monday,
Right.
and it was a genuine excuse that we couldn't get Jim Allister to shut up. Because he's allowed to talk for as long as he wants, debating legislation in Stormont,
Yeah.
and he could talk for as long as he wants. And as a result, I missed training here one night.
That's right. That's well. I suppose good enough excuse. Hardest man on Edenmore Gale's side?
Well, I think it's hard to look past Niall McCusker. You know, Niall, who single-handedly saved the junior team from relegation this year. You know, we hold him in very high esteem. He's our captain, he's our leader.
Right.
I think it's hard to look past Niall McCusker for a hard man in the field.
Very good.
And I'm looking forward to a great display from Niall on St Stephen's too.
Very good. Player to look out for in this year's tournament?
Well, there's a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
And I think that the big player coming back this year, there's strong rumours that Shane Foy is coming back to
Right.
feature for Tempo, and
There
I
you
think
go.
he's one to watch.
Right.
Enjoyed watching Shane playing underage football and playing Macrory football
Yeah.
for St Michael's, and I think he'll be one to watch St Stephen's Day if those rumours are to be believed.
Very good. And finally, plans after the final whistle on St Stephen's Day?
Well, there's always another 2 or 3 turkey and ham dinners to be at. I have to go to the Jolly Farmers outside of Bleak for the annual Sinn Féin dinner dance.
Okay.
Have to give that a plug here. Paul McManus is playing if anybody wants to come.
Okay.
So that's where I'll be St Stephen's Day night. Unfortunately, I'll be able to join the festivities round Tempo.
Okay.
But before we go, we'll be running around the town, showing our Townland neighbours that we were successful and that we've got the trophy to bring home.
Something to look forward to. Okay, well, thanks very much again, Phil. Okay, and I'd just like to move on by thanking some of our sponsors who've came forward to help us out so far. First of all, CD Consulting, thanks to Connor Foy and to Declan Owens. Also to Leonard Skip Hire, thank you to the Leonard family. And also Campbell's Bar Temple, so thanks to Paul and Diane for your generous donation, okay? And I suppose next up for interview, our last year's champions, Doon Pobble. That's an interview we're all really looking forward to, okay? That's taking place the weekend, and we'll see you then. Slán.